Comprehension passages based on different genres. This month, as you know, we are doing humanities based passages. These passages are typically tougher than other subjects. Humanities, basically philosophy, psychology, sociology, all these subjects. So the language would be a little difficult. There'd be a lot of inferential questions. There can be quite a few vocabulary based questions. Let's quickly read the passage and then summarize it and look at the questions. If you're watching a recording of this session, I would advise you to pause the video, read the passage on your own silently, and then listen to me. For decades, intellectuals and cultural figures have dismissed religion as obsolete in the post Enlightenment world. So, intellectuals and cultural figures have dismissed religion. They've called it outdated and obsolete. The decline of faith accelerated in the 20th and 21st centuries. So, religion saw a decline in the 20th and 21st centuries because it was seen as outdated. We are in the post Enlightenment period, we are in the period of science. Therefore, religion and faith took a back seat. Atheism gained dominance in the elite circles. The new atheists were at the forefront of the shift, argued that belief in God was irrational and outdated. Figures like Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens positioned religion as a force to be eradicated, equating faith with superstition and social regression. So, first paragraph tells us how, in the post enlightened world of the 20th and 21st centuries, religion took a backseat, atheism took dominance, and people like Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens portrayed religion as superstitious, socially regressive, something that should be eradicated. Yet, in recent years, a growing number of public intellectuals, authors, and cultural commentators have begun reconsidering this stance on religion. The same cultural leaders, commentators, intellectuals who once called religion irrational and outdated have now started reconsidering this stance on religion. The appeal of purely secular reasoning has weakened, and many now recognize the value of faith in providing an ethical structure, social cohesion, and personal fulfillment. So, they are now seeing the importance of faith in certain aspects of people's life, like ethics, social cohesion, and personal fulfillment. This shift is particularly noticeable among those who once identified with rationalism and scientific materialism. So, the same intellectuals, the same academics who at one time identified with rationalism and scientific materialism have now started and called religion irrational, something to be eradicated, have now recognized that religion and faith has a value in certain aspects of human life. Some have turned to Christianity after personal crises, experiences of existential emptiness, or disillusionment with the hyper individualism of modernity. Many acknowledge that reason and science alone do not satisfy deeper human needs for meaning and purpose. As society becomes increasingly fragmented, faith is being reassessed not only as a philosophical position but as a cultural foundation necessary for social stability. So, in our modern world, you have hyper individualism. It's the age of reason and science, and people have realized that this reason and science is not enough to fulfill our deeper needs. We are still searching for meaning and purpose. Our society has become deeply fragmented, and to mend and heal the society, faith is important. It's a cultural foundation necessary for social stability. The return to faith is also seen in a broader cultural shifts. Young people are rediscovering tradition and ritual with increased interest in Orthodox Christianity. So, people who follow Orthodox Christianity, lot of youngsters have started rediscovering tradition and ritual in Orthodox Christianity, Catholic Mass, other forms of worship that emphasize communal belonging and spiritual depth. Even within elite spaces, there is recognition that faith serves as a foundation against nihilism, against ideological extremism. Some view Christianity as essential to maintaining the ethical and moral principles upon which the Western civilization was built. This has been written from a Western point of view, therefore, and Christianity has been taken as a force, but it could apply to any religion, right? Essential for maintaining the ethical and moral principles on which civilization was built. This religious reawakening coincides with a broader critique of modernity. So there is a religious reawakening, there is also simultaneously a critique of modernity. Many believe that the promises of technological progress, individual autonomy, and rationalism have not delivered a fulfilling existence. So, our modern life has technological progress, autonomy of the individual, it is ruled by rationalism, but it has not led to the kind of existence that we want. It is not a fulfilling existence. The decrease in religious practice has not led to the utopia once envisioned by the secularists. Instead, it has contributed to rising anxiety, loneliness, and cultural instability. So, this lack of religion, secularist thought, would lead to some sort of a utopia. People would be united, happy, all that. But instead, the lack of faith has resulted in anxiety, loneliness, and cultural instability. While not all who reconsider religion fully embrace its theological tenets, they acknowledge its role in shaping human identity and societal order. So these intellectuals are now reconsidering religion. They're not necessarily agreeing with the religious tenets, but they acknowledge that religion has a role in shaping our identity, in shaping our society. Some approach faith from a cultural or philosophical perspective, recognizing its historical significance, even if they don't accept all the doctrinal claims made in the religion. Others experience profound personal conversions, finding solace in religious belief year after years of skepticism. So, this depends on the individual. Some intellectuals who had earlier uh, rejected religion have uh, looked at, have sorry about that, have reconsidered religion, reconsidered its role in society and human life. They may not fully embrace the theological aspects of the religion, but they still acknowledge that it has a significant role in human identity and social order. Some other intellectuals have look at religion from a cultural and philosophical perspective, saying that it has historical significance. We may not accept everything that the religion teaches, but there are yet others who have profound personal conversions. They have found solace in religious belief. Earlier they were skeptical about religion, and now they have found peace and solace in religion. So it has had different effects on different people. Ultimately, the resurgence of interest in faith suggests, this is the author's final word on it, the secular project has left many searching for something more. So the secularism is fine as a concept, but it's not fulfilling. It has left us asking for something more. We're not fulfilled. As institutions and ideologies fail to provide a coherent framework for meaning, religion is emerging once again as a necessary force for individual and collective well being. So, religion is once again resurfacing, it's emerging again as a necessary element in individual life and for collective well being, whether through renewed commitment to traditional faith or a recognition of its enduring influence. The modern world is witnessing an unexpected return to the sacred. We do not know exactly why, right? And in what way, either through renewed commitment to traditional faith or through a recognition of its enduring influence. But the effect is the same, that there is a return. Religion has made a comeback, and there is an unexpected return to religion. All right, this is the passage. Let's look at the questions. What is the author's main argument? What's the central theme? What's the author trying to tell you in the passage? Let's look at the options before we look at the right one. Religion is experiencing a revival as secularism fails to provide meaning. Modern intellectuals are rejecting atheism in favor of religious dogma. Christianity is the only viable framework for social stability. Atheism has become entirely irrelevant in contemporary discourse. He said atheists are looking at religion from a different angle, but doesn't mean atheism is becoming entirely irrelevant. This is an extreme word, so this is not our answer. He said religion provides social security, social stability. He didn't say that Christianity or a particular religion is the only viable framework. So this is too narrow to be the author's main point. Model intellectuals are rejecting atheism. Well, they're looking at atheism from a different angle, but not in favor of religious dogma. They are re-looking, they're having a new, different perspective on religion. They're not dismissing religion outright like they used to earlier, but doesn't mean they are rejecting atheism and they are fully in favor of religious dogma. That's also an extreme statement. A is the correct answer. Religion is experiencing a revival because secularism has not given us the answers. We are searching, it has left us searching for more. Therefore, A is the correct answer. Question 2. Which of the following is true according to the passage? Many intellectuals are reassessing religion despite their earlier skepticism, correct? Religious belief has remained unchanged among the younger generation. No, the younger generation is taking renewed interest in religion. The rise of secularism has had no effect on cultural fragmentation. He didn't tell us anything about. He just said that our society is still fragmented, whether it's the rise of secularism or the rise of religion, hasn't given. Science and reason alone are sufficient for human fulfillment. No. Therefore, the correct answer is not D, but oh, the oh here D is the correct answer. In the question, it is not. Okay, all right. Question 3. What can be inferred about the state of atheism now? Atheism is losing its dominance among intellectuals and cultural elite. True. The decline of religion in the 20th century has reversed completely. No. Atheism remains as influential as it was. No. Religion is still widely dismissed as irrational. No. Therefore, A again is the correct answer. Or this one here it is in the answer key, it is D, that the option should, this should have been in the question. So it doesn't matter, here D and here it is A, the same answer option. Which of the following, if true, would most weaken the author's argument? Studies show that religious affiliation has continued to decline globally. If this shows, then author's argument religion has resurfaced would be wrong. So this would be the answer. Intellectuals who explore faith rarely commit to in religious practice. Some do, some don't. So rarely commit or not, we can't say. Atheism provides just as much social cohesion as religious belief. We do not know. Religious revival is limited to specific regions. Wrong. Okay, therefore, answer is A. The author is least likely to agree with which of the following? Atheism is an adequate substitute for faith in fostering meaning. He would not agree with this. Religion provides, so this would be the correct answer, probably. Religion, no, no. Uh-huh. Religion provides a necessary ethical foundation for society. He would agree with this, so this is not the answer. Many are turning to faith due to dissatisfaction with secularism. He would agree with it. The loss of religious tradition has contributed to social instability. He would agree. So the correct answer is option A. Now, there was some confusion in the creation, therefore, all the correct answers have been marked as A, have been put in A position in the question, but in the answer key, it's fine. I think you understand. So we've answered the questions correctly. That's what matters. All right. Now, Career Launcher is running a scholarship test for CAT 2025 aspirants. Take the test. Registration is open from 6th to 9th, and 9th is the day of the test. You can get almost 100% off your fees. So take the test, register and take the test, and then see if you get very good marks. It will be a big chunk of your CAT preparation fees for a CAT course. All right. Any questions? Any doubts? All right. I'll see you again next Saturday at the same time. Until then, bye bye.